Over traffic, FedEx 3, 1 Golf Mike, 10,000 feet, up cheaper, expect 16 left.
pushback. Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear. Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will. Please set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
aircraft that have fun of flying to fly up day that the ground.
Hello.
Hello, lad.
Oh.
Oh.
How's it going?
Not bad, you know, mate. Are you?
Just doing this boring flight. Nothing too special.
I had one earlier on.
Yeah, to be honest, I'm not in the mood in flying today at all. I mean, I'm only doing this so I can just
Chill.
get a stream and log this part of the VA thing, so that way I can keep on track, keep on top of things. That's what I'm doing. So it's not a long flight. We're halfway there as we speak, going to
I think
Vegas.
I found my future upgrade,
Okay.
which is motherboard, RAM, CPU, RAM, and cooler.
Oh, cooler as well. That's good.
Yeah. I think I found it all, but
How much is it?
it comes to 847 quid.
Not too bad considering. I mean,
That's for the MSI Mag B650 Tomahawk Wi-Fi AMD socket AM5 motherboard.
650 did you say?
Which board?
Yeah, 650
Yeah,
M.
yeah,
Oh, okay. No. But that's why it's cheap.
MSI Mag B650 Tomahawk.
That's probably the reason why it's only 800 quid. I mean, when you said that, I was thinking about 1500.
Well, for everything.
Yeah. Well, I
Then it
thought it'd be
comes with-
1500, but you said
Then I
8.
get the AMD Ryzen 7 9800 X3D.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, 9800. Yeah.
Then I get a Corsair engine 64 gigabyte DDR5 RAM,
It was speed.
5600 MTS,
Yeah, okay, that's not too bad.
and a deep cool LE520 214mm AIO liquid cooler CPU.
Does it fit on your board?
I've checked it all and it says yeah.
Yeah, the only issue is the board. I wouldn't get that particular board
Why?
because it's a 650 is quite an old chip. It's that particular board was released in 2022, I think it was.
Yeah, but the Ryzen 7 was released in 2017.
Yep. So that board in itself already supports 4 generations. So it will support 7000, 8000, and the 9000. Right now, right, we got the 9800, right? So that's 4th generation already. So my point is saying it's nothing wrong with the board. It's just that it's already old.
Swap it.
And my point is, right, if you get a newer generation board like the one that's came out this year or the other gen, and then that board will last longer, and you can swap CPUs over the period of time. So let's say you got what's the latest chipset now? Is it the 850?
Fuck knows.
Or the 750? I can't remember. Shit. Set. Boards. Latest one. Oh yeah, so the latest one is the 800s, isn't it? So if you went with the 800 board, which came out this year, then you have more future-proofing in terms of the CPU. So the current board that's released now will support the 900 or 900 series CPUs, and then 4th generations, 3 to 4 generations into the future. The
I
most
see what you're saying.
where if you get a 3-year-old board, you don't know how far it can keep on going, you know? Like each AMD motherboard will support up to 5 generations of CPU, 4 to 5 generations, give or take 4, 5, is a guess. So if you got a 3-year-old board, you might only have 2 generations left. That's it. But if you get a new chipset board, you get 5 generations.
So you get an 870 board.
Yeah, an 870. Yep, and in that way, you got 4 or 5 generations of future proofing. So another 3 years, if you want to select another CPU, you can do so.
Okay, so all that comes to now with that board, 885 quid.
With the same 870.
With the Ryzen 7 9800 X3D.
Oh, the 79 now. You went with the 7900. Okay.
79800 X3D.
7900 XD, yeah. What was it again?
No.
7. What?
AMD Ryzen 7 9800 X3D.
Yeah,
I
that's,
haven't ordered it.
oh, this, okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah, or
Is
you
that any
could.
good?
Yeah, that's still good, yeah.
But it's old, isn't it?
Well, that particular.
Old, mate, that's the problem. It's fucking old.
It's still a. It's still an upgrade to what you got now.
So,
But regards to cores in the thread, it's not worth an upgrade because it's only got 8 cores, 16 thread. And to be honest, it's what we kind of got now. So I would go with the next one up, like the 8800 or the 9800, something like that. The next one up. If you look at the 7.9, if you look at both of those, only benefit. Is it again? Did you say 7800?
is it? Oh, I'll do this. I'll do this for you.
Ba-da-ba-ba.
Mate, I haven't like ordered or nothing like that. I just looking before.
Yeah, just to look at the price. The only thing with technology is it's something new, something old. I'll keep up it. Yeah, if you. What's that you saying? Look. Oh, the 9800. Yeah, that's a new one. That's the new. Yeah, yep. So that's the new CPU that came out this year. Yep. So that is a decent upgrade. The 9800 X3D. So basically, it's the same amount of cores and threads what we got now, right? So our CPU has 8 cores. That one has 8 cores. So in terms of cores and threads, it's basically the same. The difference is the clock speeds are higher. New blah 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 blah. So is it an upgrade still? Yes it is. Yes it is. So yeah, CPU's good. Memory's fine. Yeah, cooler's fine. Oh, you got, yeah, and you picked at 870, and that comes to 885. There we go.
I think that's a good deal.
Yeah, I personally wouldn't go with a 650 in a way. Or make sure I
You
think
went with that kind of board, the 870.
I look at it as especially with AMD, because I know the AMD boards, right? If you get a particular board, when a new CPU comes out, all you have to do is update your BIOS and replace that CPU. Obviously, boards usually support for 3, 4, 5 generations of CPU. End of the day, I mean that depends what. It depends if they change the chipset. Because end of the day, right, it's not like Intel, where with Intel, it only supports 1 generation or 2 generation, and that's it. You know. So if the next generations came out, you're basically stuck because you've got to get a new goddamn board. And with that, at least with AMD, you can get a board as long as it's in, well, fairly new board, and it can support up to 5 generations. But end of the day, right, it still has a limit, you know. Like, you might get the 6th generation and it'd be a whole new chipset, so you basically have to get a new board. But yeah, that's pretty good. Is that from CLL or something? Yeah, CLL or not. I wouldn't go with a 650. Or go with the last gen board or the current gen board. I wouldn't go any, you know, older than that.
So you think that would be a good upgrade?
Yeah, yeah. All you have to do is make sure your power supply is good and your storage devices are good.
I don't know what my power supply is, mate. That's the thing.
Got 850, haven't you?
I fucking don't know him.
I can't remember what you've got in it. It's either 850 or 1000 watt.
So I go to power supply.
Wait, did you remember where you ordered it from?
Yeah, I got them to fit it, didn't I, when I got that motherboard?
Yeah, you did. As long as... I suppose you're still good. Because the 9800 X3D probably requires, if you don't overclock, it requires about 120 watts of power.
Well, I'm looking there on CCL at power supplies, and at 850 says it's compatible.
Yeah.
At 650 says it's compatible.
Don't forget that's without a GPU.
No, it's compatible with my basket, so everything in my basket this is compatible with.
Yeah, without the GPU graphics card.
You can't even put a 4070 on it, you know, as well.
Can't.
No, 'cause the 4070 Ti Supers, mate, are fucking scarce. You can't get them anywhere.
Because you're not. They only. It's super. No, they only released it temporary, and then that's it.
Yeah, you can't get them no more. The Ti Super.
It's the same with the 1660 Ti. I bought that car, and about a year later, you can't get it anymore.
I know it's mad, isn't it? What like?
It's NVIDIA.
Is that a good thing or is it a bad thing? You know what I mean?
Not really. It's in the middle, I say. I mean, end of the day, well, I don't think it's neither of them, because end of the day, it's NVIDIA. They change their minds all the goddamn time, so it's neither. It's neither. Don't forget, your card is kind of special because it's the 16 gig version, you know? Because they're still selling the standard 4070 series, aren't they? But it's only a 12 gig card.
We're selling the 12 gig card,
Yeah, and they're still selling that. So you pretty much lucky you got that before they stopped selling it, because it's a 16 gig version. So I think you're pretty lucky on that in that respect. Having 16 is better than 12, so that's positive, isn't it?
In my eyes, yeah.
Yeah, I say it's positive, especially with the price you paid for it. Absolutely.
Yeah, I didn't pay extortionate price for it.
Because they with the 50 series cards now, it's a bit double the price.
I'm not tempted to do anything, mate. You know what I mean? I'm not like, oh shit, I've got to order this right now. It's like,
when it comes to PC hardware, right? If I have, for me right now, as you know, it's my funds. That's what's stopping me, is because I don't have the money to do it. But if that day comes, and I hope it does come, is let's say, oh my god, I got £2,000. I'm going to spend this on my brand new PC. The first thing I would personally do is look at the hardware that's come out this year that is new. I wouldn't look at last generation. I would look at the current hardware that just came out this year, that's the latest and the newest. That's what I would go with. I'm not talking about top of the range. I'm talking about like the graphics card series. Right? If you're looking at buying a new card, you look at what's the newest series, so with the 500 series, and then I pick.
Yeah.
I will go with a 570 or 560 or something like that. I wouldn't go top of the range. Same with the boards.
Which makes perfect sense, kid.
Same with the motherboards. Let's say I only got 200 quid for spending on a motherboard, and I look at the newest chipset and the newest boards that came out, the latest one, and I pick one of those boards. That's it. I would never go with the older version because, as you know, technology is out of date as soon as you buy it, straight away. Can't keep up with technology. It becomes outdated straight away, real quick.
Yeah, absolutely, totally, mate.
Got to go balls to the wall, mate. Well, if you don't have the funds, then can't go balls to the wall, right, Jack?
Yes, Jack. Fucking hell, long time no see, pal.
How's your trip in Dallas? I said Dallas because I know that you've been away for a week, but it's not Dallas, so. Yeah, that's my verdict. But that day is going to be a while yet, to be honest. One day it will happen for me, but at the moment it's just like, you know, where's that $2,000? Where's it gone? Where's that $2,000?
The fuck, man.
At the end of the day, once you get a PC, you'd be using it for 2 to 3 years, even 5 years at the max, and won't even think about upgrading till then. Need something that will say, right, I've got this PC, 5 years, that's how long I'm going to have it for, and that's it. After 5 years, if I have the money, I upgrade again.
Yeah.
So every time I have a PC, I always think about how long can it last, how long that I can use it for in the future. He's just jumped in. I hear a voice.
Can't hear nothing.
Yeah, I do hear something. Can't you hear it, Dan?
Oi, hello.
Hello, lad.
Hello, boy.
Hey, pussycat.
Hey.
Flying? Yeah, are you flying?
I am not flying. I've just bought chase plane.
Oh, yeah. Oh, roger that. Full releases. Again.
I'm going to fly next plane in a minute because period in.
Well, they did an update, didn't they? Fly the SIBO.
I got it, mate. Actually, I'm going to fly into Dublin.
Dumplings.
What?
Get it right.
How is everyone anyway? Are you all right?
Normal.
Yeah, mate, it's good.
Yeah, just normal. It's Easter. The Pope's dead, so what do you expect?
Pope's dead, is he?
Yep.
Yeah.
Been on the news all day.
I don't watch news, mate.
Pope
Yes, I'm,
dead.
that's what I'm tempted to go for, mate. 885-96.
Until.
That is me.
Yep.
But I'm debating, do I just buy it in stages? Do I buy like the motherboard and...
Well, you buy in stages, and then you buy the CPU like 2 years later, then the board's outdated straight away.
I wouldn't be 2 years later. It'd be like, buy something this week, buy something next week, buy something the week after. Done. Or do you just
What
go
you upgrade?
crazy and just buy
What you
the
get?
full lot?
What are you upgrading, mate?
CPU, RAM, motherboard.
Nice.
What about
I was going to upgrade to the, what was I going to, 9800 X3D. I think I priced it all up. It was about $2,000. That's everything apart from the graphics cards I don't need.
But you can get your AMD Ryzen 7 9800 X3D, your 64GB of RAM, your CPU cooler, and a Gigabyte X870 gaming motherboard on CCL. Everything for 885.96.
Yeah, that's not bad. Just look at like reviews of your current. I don't know what your current CPU is, because like with mine, I've got the i7-13700K, and I looked at most videos, and there's only like about between an 8-10% increase in performance. It's like, is it worth paying like that much more money?
10%.
It's entirely what you've got. I don't know what CPU you've got before, mate.
I've got a, what, I don't know, what is it, M10700 in
We've
it?
got 10th gen.
Ah, right, mate. Well, yeah, it would be for you then, yeah.
The only difference with the CPU is it's the same amount of cores and threads. So in terms of how many cores and threads you end up getting, it's the same.
Yeah.
It's the same. So that's all it is. It's the same amount of cores and threads.
Would you spend that kind of money just for fucking, to see if 2024 works?
Then that is...
That's all you're really buying it for, to see if 2024 works on it?
Um,
And it doesn't. It doesn't look, even TV haven't said something about it before.
well, if you're only paying... If an idiot spend $2,000 just to get 2024 to not to work, then they must be stupid in the brain. Because it's nothing to do with hardware at all. It's just a servo being a servo.
Yeah.
24 being 24. I mean,
Lit-
come on,
literally.
look, being 2020 right now with no problems. So,
Yeah, 2024 is goosed, innit?
yeah, it's pretty much goes until there's, there's something that I'm still waiting for a reply from them. I've still got no response from them.
That problem, man.
I can't do 2024 and stream at the same time.
Oh right. What? Just crash.
Well, 24 works fine, apart from it eats up a lot of more since no, not VRAM, the opposite, CPU. Ever since the latest updates,
Oh, yeah, I remember.
my
Yeah.
CPU is spiking up a lot, and it's only specific. It's not all the cores or threads are being utilized. It's only like one or two cores that are like 100%. Now,
Yeah.
just doing 24 itself, I've got no problems. I get better performance in FPS in 24. I can get up to 120, 180 FPS without streaming or with nothing open. But I locked it at 30 and I use frame gen to go up to 60 FPS. So by keeping it locked and keeping some settings down, it reduces the load on your system. Even though my settings are lower than 2020, OBS doesn't like it. What's happening is I'm getting stupid nonsense crap from both flipping flip-flop. And half of it is Asobo or Microsoft to blame because it's utilizing so much of my CPU that I'm thinking, what the hell is that about?
Yeah.
See, I don't get
no,
this,
you're
right?
not.
Why is my CPU, right, going about 60, 70 or 80%? In the meantime, my GPU is like, oh no, we just stay at 30%, if not less. Yeah. You look at 2020 or 24, you think, oh, it's so graphical advanced. It's so GPU usage heavy, but it's not. It cries.
Do you boys look at 2020 and 24? Because 24 does look good sometimes, but
Yeah,
I think 2020 still looks better.
it is
Like,
better. Yeah.
24 looks, to me, it looks the exposure, the light. It just looks fake.
What about the scenery on your end? Looks like
The
pooped.
exposure. And my scenery, when I'm flying over, it's not too bad. That's
About
on the beta though.
what about 37,000 feet?
Wow. I haven't really looked, mate, to be honest.
Hmm.
Not really look at the scenery at that height. I was getting like you on about like the blurriness.
Yep. Blurriness and
Yeah,
popping.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could be flying 2020 right now, and that scenery that I'm seeing, it just looks. Right now, it just be worse. It will look more blurry,
I
more
can't even- I
pixelated, and
can't-
popping.
I can't even load fucking Liberties for the Phoenix in 2024.
If you got it linked, there's two scenery in the livery, Phoenix livery thing.
Mate, I've linked my community folder to it, and it just says no,
Yeah.
that's not your community folder. Once you get this plane in the sky, I'll show you what it says to me. It just says that's not your community folder, mate. Don't know where you're coming from there, but that's not your community folder, and it is. It goes that limitless thing, packages, community folder, and it just goes to me, no, that's not your community folder. I'm like, it fucking is. No, it's not. So I don't know what the fuck's going on with it, mate. I'm just pissed off with it, if I'm honest with you. I'm at the point now where I'm like, you know what, 2024 can just go and suck a dick, because I'm not interested in it. It's a waste of fucking time, mate. And if there was some way around it, I'd have my money back, mate.
Yeah.
Spent £100 on something that you just cannot, like, you just fighting a losing battle with. Because that's the way it comes across to me. You're just fighting a losing battle, boys.
And with a lot of issues and trying to resolve it, it's
And
getting nowhere.
I personally think, Jack, right, that the likes of fucking Stewie, Kenko, London Controller, Two-Tone Murphy, they've got a different build to us, mate. I'm convinced of it. For theirs to look so fucking nice, to so crisp, so pristine, and for ours to look the way it does, they've got a different build, mate. I don't care what you say.
Yeah,
They'll never
I agree.
they'll never admit to it to you. They'll never say, "Oh yeah, we have one," or "No, we." They'll always deny it, but
Of course they are, mate.
that's just the way I feel. You know what I mean? That they've got a
They're there to
different
sell
build
it,
to
mate.
us.
They're there to sell it to you all.
Exactly. So that's why they get a different build. It
Brainwash you
makes
all.
sense to give them the better looking one and us the shit one.
And also give them the best systems to do it on as well.
Oh,
Exactly.
yeah,
mate.
yeah, they've got a top of the range 4090s, 5090s now.
It's
Yeah,
all a
but the
vicious
thing-
circle.
But as I've said to you men before, mate, the likes of fucking Microsoft and the Sobo and the people who were developing that game, mate, they are not using fucking 4090, 5090 graphics cards to develop that game. They're using the shit. They're using shit. Because you hit the nail on the head yesterday. They don't put 4090s, they don't put fucking 5090 graphics cards in Xbox Ones.
No, because they don't.
Exactly, and the game runs fucking perfect on that. So me and you sitting here, you've got a 3090, I've got a 4070, Jack's got whatever he's got in this PC. For us to be getting all these little fucking shitty looks on it, something's not right, is it?
I had to with my graphics card because my Microsoft kept crashing on for me, and I had to underclock my voltage so it ran stable.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to do that, lad.
No, you shouldn't have to fiddle with any of that shit. No.
How was your little oldie, mate? It was good.
Yeah, but yeah, it was nice. It's a bit. It's not. It's a holiday, but like when you got kids, mate, it's like like rushed around like teasing them sort of thing.
Yeah, but that's what it's about, mate, and they,
Yeah, man.
as long as they enjoy it, mate, that's all that matters,
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. Yeah, so it's a bit. Let's see. Glad to be back on my sim now.
Imagine Jack sitting there.
I know, right? Twiggling his thumbs. Can we go back?
Chasing you round here.
Yeah.
Stop it all in front of your PC.
Especially. I'm just glad nothing major released while I was away. Oh, where the fuck is this? It does like when you have time away from the sim as well, like it does like let you like look at things from like a distance as well, like Microsoft. I didn't really miss Microsoft 24. So if you just don't watch any of the crap the streamers put out, you just get blind to it.
No.
From 2024, even if you're not, if you're just doing it as an online thing without anyone, just a random flight, single player mode, you can't even do a decent long haul flight in it because you're flying along and you can't trust it because you know at the back of your mind you're going to get a WASM crash, or this will go off, or you're going to have a crash to desktop.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, can't complete a flight.
it's like at least in 2020 you can do a 5-hour flight that Dan and I did yesterday, and we know that we're not going to get any issues. That's what we had no issues in the 777. It's like was it a couple of days ago when Two-Tone Murphy had like 3 or 4 crashes in one single stream
Yeah.
with the CRJ, wasn't
he?
it? Oh yeah.
In 24.
Yep. He crashed multiple times and he had to reload his sim up. And it's like trying to do a 2-hour flight and you end up changing your title called The Loading Simulator.
Mate. And that's another sign as well. Like if that was only me or you or Dan, like you would go back to 2020, wouldn't you? You wouldn't bother bloody.
Well, after 2 or 3 attempts, we would just go, well,
Yeah.
you know what, let's load 2020 up and just do the same flight in 2020. Absolutely, I would.
But these streamers, they're persistent. They're like, nope.
Yeah, well, I said that to Murphy. I said, you know what, mate? Bail that, Murphy. Get back in 2020. And he went, Dan, there's no way I'm going back to 2020. They were his words to me. No way I'm going back to 2020. I
Why
just
don't-
thought to myself,
Why?
Why?
What's the main? Yeah,
Why? why?
They
would-
all go, oh, the graphics are.
That was the thought to me. Well, why? Well, why wouldn't you go back to 2020? You know it's stable, you know it's proven, you know it looks nice.
You got more planes you can fly on. planes to pick.
Why wouldn't you?
The flight sim, but why do you want it even more better looking? It's bloody 2020 is more than ample.
I can understand. I can understand them making 2024 for the shit that was in this to kind of like combat it. But the shit that they've kind of fixed in this,
Yeah.
they fucked in 2024.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
2024, man. It don't get me wrong. I'd love to get on it. I'd love to give it a go. I'd love to try it out. But I just can't bring myself to do it just yet. And I'm looking at these CPUs and fucking RAMs and motherboards and that kind of stuff. You can't justify spending another 800 and odd quid on a fucking flight sim when
You
every
shouldn't have to.
when every the game runs perfect on the stuff I've got now.
Listen, mate, don't go chasing it. If you
I mean, look at Adam. I mean, he's got a 8700K CPU. That is even older than ours, and he's happy with that because he's like, as long as he's getting good performance and good in over 30 FPS in games that he plays, what's the point spending more money and upgrade on hardware if the one what he's currently running now it can go over 60 FPS?
precisely.
And he's on 8700K, so.
But the problem I've got, mate, though, is I don't know about you, but the problem I have when I'm on flight sim now is I'm still thingy old. Even on this now, mate, if I go to my general options and go to dev mode, developers, put the dev mode on, blind save, go back, go to options, well, debug, display FPS. I'm still limited by main thread.
Yeah, I'm the same with my is that 2020 you're talking about?
Yeah, and I'm only getting 30 fucking FPS.
Is it, are you getting higher than 30?
No, it just goes between 30 and 33.
That's could
It
be
doesn't
many
go no higher than
reasons.
that.
Sounds like to me FPS is locked.
But if I go to me, that's controls, go back.
Sounds like it could be your FPS is locked, that's why.
My FPS, where would that be?
But just going to 2020 itself settings to see if there's anything.
Yeah, frame rate limiter says 100% monitor
Okay.
refresh rate. I'm on DirectX 11.
Yeah.
Should I be on DX12, shouldn't I?
Yeah.
Now we go to DX12, apply and save.
But you would have to
I
restart.
must restart the sim, yeah. It's gone up to 50.
Okay, so it's not locked. Okay, it's the same with me, Dan. And it's nothing to do. It's just how 2020 works. Because don't forget, 2020 doesn't optimize all the cores. That's the reason why 2024 is such a thing. Because it says 2024 now offers full optimization where all your cores and threads are now all being used. Where in 2020 it's limited. So if you inside your plane, Dan, right? Go back in your plane.
Yeah.
What's your FPS now?
30.
Again, check your CPU. Task Manager. What's your percentage of your CPU in Task Manager?
63%.
So, and
7.
70%,
57 and 63.
63 is the highest.
Yeah.
So if you go into the CPU itself and just check out how many cores are maxed out. It will say a graph. Tell you which CPU thread or core is being used. So obviously you will see about 1 or 2 cores maxed out.
Logical process.
Yep.
Logical processes.
Yep.
No, mine are all running perfectly sound.
Hmm.
No one of them's going over the command. I'll show you. Let me get up in the sky and I'll show you. You've just nearly seen the arse end of a fucking Aero Argentina plane.
About it. How long have I got left? Start descending.
I see parked in the trees.
We all know that 2020 doesn't utilize all the cores anyway. Like right now, I'm only at 36, 31 FPS, but then this aircraft is heavy. So right now I'm at 36 FPS in 2020, and if I go into my CPU, Dan, it's only at 40%. That's the highest point, 43%. So 48, there you go, the highest is 48%.
Doesn't make sense to me, you know. It doesn't
But
make
when
sense.
I go into my list of graphs, CPU 14 is the highest. Which means that that single thread, core, is using 2020. So 2020 is using that specific thread itself. And yet all the others are just like, fine, it's all like 30 odd percent. It only spikes up if I move the camera around. Move the camera around and do a shake, it goes up to 56%. There you go. But that's the thing, right? If my CPU is roughly around 40% in 2020, how come in 2024 it's like, cough cough, 60 to 80, 90%? I mean, the flip.
Just 2024 cannot be optimized, mate. They might say it is, but it's not. Can't be.
Right. Maybe getting that amount of FPS, but as soon as you open up another game, Dan, for example, you probably get about average of 100 FPS. Other FPS games. But games are not. You're mostly GPU pounding. I mean, end of the day, you can go back and forth, but it's just like a
What do
big
you mean? What do you
loop
really need?
circle.
40 FPS is probably all you need.
I'm running 38 right now. Down a
Yeah,
bit
it's-
to
it's-
36, 34, 35. It's all jumping all over the place.
It's stable, isn't it? It's not bloody like lagging all over the place.
No, and it's not going below 30.
That's
No.
all we need, really. It's like everyone chases these numbers in flight sim. It's like,
Yeah, absolutely.
just have a
I mean,
quite stable.
they all focus about, oh, I want over 100 FPS. Oh, let's get 250 FPS. But in a simulator, right? Our eyes can't see that amount in a single per second. But when you see simulator like I am now, and it's at 40 FPS, do our eyes really see that?
Stupid.
Our eyes can't see like 100 or 150 frames per second. FPS is really for shooting games, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
You really need as much FPS as you possibly can when it comes to first shooting games. Makes sense. You're always constant moving around all the time, aren't you? Going left and right, you're shooting, you need fast reaction, fast response time. And then you still get killed with no kills because you're not a very good shooter, yak.
Mate.
Especially trying to shoot me in the backside in Hell Let Loose. That was funny though, that was funny, I know.
Oh, when we're in the tower?
Yeah. That was epic.
We lasted
I've
pretty long
taken
enough.
4 hours to get to Rio. From fucking Buenos Aires. Come on, can't take that long.
What plane?
A321.
Surprised. And they, that's the total time. What's the main air time?
I don't know, yeah, I'm not even cruising yet, mate. I'm only passing 4,000 feet.
Oh, well.
Diago.
I wonder what Las Vegas is like in the daytime. Oh, I know why you're doing that route, Dan. Have you seen Whereby in your destination?
Yeah, I see it, mate.
What the hell is that about?
I know, mate, but I didn't like do it because of that. I only done it because we flew from Easter Island to Santiago, didn't we?
Yep.
And earlier on, I went from Santiago to Buenos Aires,
Good fight.
and now I'm thinking of going up and out to Rio.
Yeah, Rio. You got yeah, Rio's a nice airport.
I haven't got Rio Airport though.
You see,
The airport I've got is
it should be hard.
SBJR.
I think Rio's handcrafted anyway, isn't it? Probably keep up what's handcrafted, not handcrafted anymore.
Oh.
Waiting for the Phoenix A320 NEO to come out next.
I've been waiting ages for that, mate.
And then it'd be interesting about FS Labs.
They're closer than the Phoenix, I think. They got that and the A321 ready.
You're waiting for Bluebirds.
Oh, they're a piss take, that company.
You know,
You won't see Bluebird for this sim now, will you now? 2020. It's gonna be. They're gonna make it for 2024 now.
well, and that if that's the
not-
case, then that's definitely a poop.
They gone back on their word, have they?
No idea.
I can't see them making it for this now.
Look at PMG
No.
in their statements. But then,
mate.
But talking about it, right, with the Bluebirds, right? They say about they're trying. They got 2 aircrafts being made as we speak, and they've been saying it for 2. Is it 3 years now? And they still haven't released it.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah. And all we keep hearing is more previews, constant. And a lot of people like myself are just getting sick and tired of it now. It's getting to the point that they are just, you know.
Who cares anymore?
Exactly.
There's no more. There's hardly any 7.5s flying left.
But I still fly. Still fly.
Oh yeah, but there's not many routes like
No, not really.
operational
Most
nowadays.
of it's in America.
Yeah.
But come
It
on.
makes.
3
They've
years.
announced. Haven't they announced like 3 other aircraft as well?
Yep, they have, yep. And it's like, huh? Announced more
We'll
ever
see you.
aircrafts and haven't even released the first one yet.
In 20 years' time, we might have the whole lineup.
20 years time we've been 2030 simulator.
Yeah. It's so scummy though. Like, going back to PMDG, everything they're doing. Like, you got to think that now these companies are forcing you now to go into these other simulators. You know what I mean? Like we're talking about staying in 2020, but if you want any other the PMDG planes after the one they're releasing this week or whatever, you're gonna have to go to 24.
Yeah, but
You don't have a choice then, do you know? You haven't got a choice now.
problem is
No.
you don't because
More money.
not that people like myself got flipping problems with 24. Reason why I
Yeah.
can't use 24, so it's not my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, Empire,
There'd
I
be
said,
loads
as
of
I said
people.
before, mate, you're not the only one, lad.
I know. Of course I'm not the only one. There's so much more other people got the same problem.
What they're doing to P3D as well, jeez.
Is this Aerosoft going to remove the last final product from their store, or they're still keeping it?
I don't know. You'll probably get him to remove it.
Yeah.
He's absolutely knobhead. Oh,
Surprised PMDG is still going because the people that run it are getting old.
yeah.
I'm surprised that hasn't, you know, someone else hasn't really taken over the company. You've been around since how long now? 20 odd years? 25 years? Not longer?
Yeah, at least longer than I've been flight I think like with the P3D stuff, if they just like left the final updated version as the main installer, that's okay, that's fair enough, whatever. But because you won't get any updates anymore, so once you've installed that base package, you don't get the updates, they're already there.
Hmm.
Unless you've obviously done.
What about the
save
activations
copy.
and the keys?
That's apparently going to be the same, isn't it?
Well, because obviously you have to deactivate a key before you
Yeah,
can
to use it
install it again on another system. Because Ian and Adam had that problems many times where they forgot to deactivate the key, and then they tried to install it again on a new system, and it's like, oh flip, key's already been used. So they have to go to PMDG, send an email or a ticket to them, and then they have to reset it on their end. And obviously, if you read their policy and guidelines, that you only got some amount of limited time you can allow to do that. If you stuffed up again, and they might say, well, unfortunately we have to deny you for security reasons. But the thing is, right, when you activate that specific key, that you have to be online, the key to be activated. You have to be online so you can connect to the PMDG servers for it to work, right, to get that key activated. What if they shut it down on their server end, and then you can't activate the key anymore because their servers is no longer available?
Joke, really.
Because for 2020 products, you don't have to do that. You just buy it, download it, put it in the community folder, and that's it.
It's annoying
Hence-
that they're taking everyone's choice away. Like,
Hence why I think a lot of people that got P3D BMG products are making backups. A lot of
yeah, I've got
backups.
a couple I need to do. Yeah.
Do backups and then the XML to link it up to and from if you need to
Yeah.
do backups.
They make enough money to like they could easily keep the P3Ds if the server's open.
Oh, they make thousands, don't they?
Yeah.
You remember that time, Dan, when they released the 777, wasn't it, or the 73, right? And we went to and we worked out how much people that got it. Cause we went on Valenta, we went on VATSIM map, and we went on AVO map. And we worked out how many people were flying the 777, and there was a lot. There was a lot. There's like over 2,000, if not more, 2,500, 3,000. So then you work out, right, 3,000 times it by £80, right? That's a lot of money.
Yeah. And that's just on one aircraft.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's over 3,000 if you think about it. 3,000 times it by, let's say, £80. That, but I didn't realise it's that much. Guess how much it is, guys?
400,000.
240,000.
And that was on how many copies, sorry?
That's for 3,000 copies of one
Oh, yeah.
plane alone.
Well, you can probably 10 times that.
Yeah. This service wouldn't cost that much per
Oh, he
year.
died of a stroke, the Pope.
88. Yep.
Yeah, stroke.
Hey. 9 days, then it will have a state funeral, right? I think I did send too early to. Look at these mountains. They're not pixelated.
You do need to get there if you're gonna fly back.
Nah, just one single flight today. I was looking at DayZ early on, to be honest, Dan. Trying to try and see if I can do that for a change. So I updated it, right? I already had the DayZ launcher installed. I got rid of all the old workshop mods. And so I opened up the list of servers, and there's over 41,000 people playing all up.
No way.
So there was a huge amount of people playing, and so there's like 20, there's over 50, there's over 100 servers that are all full up. Huge amount. Anyway, I was going through, and I was like, which one do I join? There's so many, I don't even know which one to join anymore.
Wasn't the wall there still? Or was
Yeah,
that
yeah,
gone?
they're still going. They've got like 6 servers going now. They're still going. There's a lot more new ones I never heard of. But I'm like, which one should we go? I just spent 10 minutes just going for the list. Huge amount. Obviously, they had a massive update, didn't they? With another new 4K map that just released.
It looks that way, mate, yeah.
Because the Running Man is doing a special video on it this week. Jack, you got that game, Jack?
No, I haven't got DayZ.
Oh, you might enjoy it, man. I think you might enjoy
Yeah,
it.
someone I work with told me to get it, but
What's stopping you?
time, mate.
Other than that,
The price of it ain't
Sounds-
expensive.
I
Well-
think it's on sale actually at the moment.
you know, you only
What's
need the
the-
base game. Because we don't play it on the normal default game base game. We download a software called Launcher, and it allows us to join hundreds of thousands of servers, and we can do whatever we have to do. It's gonna be fun. I mean, when Dan and I used to do it, we made a massive base, didn't we, Dan?
Oh, mate.
It was massive. It took us. How long did it took to build it, Dan?
It's got a while, mate. About a week.
Did we put about 200 hours into it or something?
No. I haven't even downloaded it, mate. I need to re-download it.
Yeah.
Which I could do now while I'm playing this. You don't want to hammer, will it?
Yeah, wouldn't hurt. As long as you know what drive to put it on.
What drives it recommended to be on?
M.2.
So it'd have to be on... how big is it? 23 gig? Put it on my E drive. Sure, I've got a Steam library on my E drive. E. Yeah, Steam library.
Yeah.
Steam apps. Steam apps. Common. Yeah, they can go on there.
Tell you how
Just
long it
install
take.
now, mate.
Take long, surely.
Half an hour.
That was quick. Not too bad.
And then I have to re-download that thing, don't I? The
Yeah,
Launcher.
launcher. Yeah.
Like go and have a quick shower, you know.
Roger that.
Because I feel like I could just go fast asleep, kid.
That time of day, that time of day-ish.
I don't know. Feel fucked. I got me thing today, that spray him.
Yep.
I haven't tried it, like, but
Try it whenever you feel like you're ready.
just try it on my keyboard, shouldn't I?
Yeah, you could, but as long as you don't tear your keycaps off, you might
It's not gonna happen, is it?
might blow your
Blow them off.
keycaps off. Blow it up? No, you just blow them away. Jesus, I did that once with a vacuum cleaner. So I get a vacuum cleaner, went over my keyboard, and it just sucked all my keys up. I was like, oh, you got to be joking me. So I had to go outside, open up the bag, and try and find my keycaps. God. And I was
I'm due
like,
a new keyboard, and I need to think, like, this keyboard's starting to look a bit, you know, shit
dirty.
now. Not dirty, but like
Worn out.
some of the things I can't read anymore. Like I don't know. I know where Alt is, but it's only because I know where it is that I know where it is.
There it
It's got
is.
no writing on it no more. Gone.
Faded away.
Just-
Jesus
It was a
Christ.
black. It was a black key, but it's gone. The only key that's gone like that. Every other key sound, just Alt.
You haven't had that for that long either.
No, I know. I bought this one. Remember, you all ripped me.
I know.
You all took the piss out of me.
My A key has to be replaced at one time. I've got, you know, the A key doesn't have A on it. The top of it is just completely gone. So every time I put
Can
my
you
finger
buy keys
on,
though?
you can.
Yeah,
Yeah, some
replacement.
keyboard, yes, you can. Keys can be
I believe it.
replaced.
I haven't even got the software for this anymore on my PC. You could change all the lights and everything, but I don't know where it's gone. That's download it, won't I? Ryzen. Not Ryzen. Razer,
You can actually, there's a website you can go to. You can actually buy custom keycaps. You can actually replace all your keys with something else, like a metal material or whatever design you want. I was looking at that today, and I was like, no thanks, not for those prices. To replace all my keys on my keyboard, if you're using metal design, metal, it's gonna cost £200 just to replace the keys in
I don't even know
metal.
what the app is that you download for this.
Uh,
You change all the lights and a Razer app or something in it.
it'd be the same brand as your Horizon,
Yeah.
your keyboard, so whatever it is,
Razer?
whatever it is. Yep. I wouldn't know because I don't have it.
I don't know what the fucking thing's called.
Show if you did. Google search will answer everything.
It's a Razer software. Three minutes left and Daisy's done.
That was quick. That was a short half an hour.
Didn't take half an hour, mate. It was done quicker than that.
Welcome to Las Vegas in the night. The night and day.
like that plane, don't you, them?
But this bottle,
Yeah, this plane.
I don't. Yeah, it's alright. Not the best, but I wouldn't. I do like it. It has some goods and bads, but it's not my favourite plane overall.
Has it got it interior, this one?
Yes, it does. It's the one that has no VNav, remember? Submit this flight summary. And ooh, ATC's on this part of the world. Not advancing. Good.
You're still streaming on YouTube as well?
Yeah, I do. Even though there's no one chatting. Oh, I do get an odd person coming.
I'm gonna go and have a shower and make that quick. I'll be back in a minute.
Roger that. Don't get lost. Don't get wet. Change the time because Las Vegas does look better at night, doesn't it?
You got the flight temper to pack.
Yeah, it's only one flight temper. It always looks good at
You-
night, doesn't it?
Have you got the city pack with it as well?
Yes, the airport and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
city pack. To be honest, the city pack looks better than the airport. Looks better at night than it does in daytime, doesn't it? Change it to daytime. Looks like, oh,
Pile of poop.
open. Everybody. Do, do. Who likes the licky wicky? Oh, Spotify. Oh well, that'll do for me. It's only a short one tonight. That shall do. You're not in the mood, you're not in the mood. So have
Not in the
some.
mood, you're not in the
Just chill out with the lads for no beer and hope for the good and the bad and the ugly. Good film, you know, Clint Eastwood. Good and the bad, the ugly.
mood.
Never watched it?
Nope.
Christ's sake. Well, guys, on that note, I'm going to end it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy this goddamn film and shove it up Jack's numb it. It's on for 4 hours. You get your money's worth. Yeah, I can't believe you never see that film.